We've got loads of celeb interviews coming your way. I'm Monique Lahey for hipTO TV right here on DineTO. And I have been all over the city for TIFF 2010 on all these exclusive red carpets.
I'm not sure. There's lots of good places. There's lots of good places in Toronto.
Any particular areas you frequent?
No, there's an amazing restaurant called Chiado, a Portuguese fish restaurant.
I like to go and see my dude Paul Trudell over at the Hyatt. So I like the Hyatt. I like to go to like Chow, the Spoke Club, because that's a little chill when I'm in town. And I heard this new joint. I went to this one spot last week. It's called South of Temple.
South of Temperance.
Yeah, that was a nice jump off.
I like the Harlem Underground. We go to the Harlem Underground sometimes. There's an Italian place that's called Mastro's that we recently discovered up at Keelan Wilson. It's like a nice mom and pop, authentic Italian restaurant. Like, fish flown in fresh. Say that quickly 3 times. Fish flown in fresh.
What's that Italian place? Yeah. How's that? Oh, really? I guess that's where everyone goes. Sorry.
As soon as I landed in town, I called Yoso's restaurant and I said, Paul, I'm coming in. Can I come in? Even if it's midnight, I've got to come and walk on Bloor Street, go to the Paper Bag Princess, and yeah.
How often do you come to Toronto, and are you a big fan of coming out and dining in the city?
I'm such a fan of Toronto. It's embarrassing. I once crossed the border and somebody says, how do you feel? I said, I feel like I left the land of lunatics, With all due respect, I love my country, but you guys don't carry guns, you don't carry grudges. You don't even beep your horn, unless it's an emergency. I mean, you don't even spit on the street. I mean, well, we don't do that, We were at one the other night that was just sensational. Soto. We were taken to a place called 54, I don't know. No, it's 44, yeah, and that was terrific. Yeah, and there was a great hostess there named Esther, who just was so funny and sweet and just made us relaxed and just had a great time. So those 2 I've been to, and I would highly recommend them.
Where do you like to dine when you come into the city of Toronto?
We ate at Ame last night, which was fabulous.
I really like Wish. Wish is really good.
Some great sushi restaurants like Key or Kai. Is it Key or Kai? Yeah, Key. That's a fantastic sushi restaurant.
When you're hanging out in Toronto, where do you like to dine, Matt Dusk? Someone who's so swank like you.
I'm a typical guy. I really like the steaks. I hang out at Harbor 60. It's like that old school kind of vibe where you get like the big, booths, and the service is awesome, and the food's really good.
There's a place in LA, there's Tironi, which I discovered, and a friend of mine who's from Toronto said, no, Tironi is actually from Toronto. Yeah. It's a great little Italian place.
My friends at Barbarians have been taking care of me for years. I love going there for a great steak.
I eat, yeah. Obviously. The hotel I was staying at was across the street from Wayne Gretzky's restaurant, so I'd be there a lot.
Well, I was at the beer market last night. I made sure that I had at least one evening with some of the best and oldest beers in the world. I think they have beers from 1076. Right? It's like, oh, well, I'll try that one.
Like comfort food, I like grapes a lot on College. I go to the Gilead Cafe, the Jamie Kennedy one on the East End is like the best. They have this thing called Eggs Hopper. It's amazing. It's really great.
I just went to Swan. That was really good. And Sam James Coffee, of course, is the bomb.
Sam James Coffee is like the hipster hangout, right?
Yeah, it's just beyond that. It's also simultaneously the best coffee. Like there's a lot of coffee places, and not all of them are as good as they look.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Got a few favorite places, but nothing necessarily trendy or splashy. I'm happy at the little Indian restaurant on the Danforth, Sherry Punjab. Let's give them a plug.
If I'm hanging out with friends, I like Leslieville. So Geo's, yeah, exactly. We're always at Geo's, and once in a while, if I want to live it up, I'll go to the Hazelton, I guess. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the exclusive red carpets that we've been covering for TIFF 2010. Stay tuned for many more episodes of hipTO TV right here on DineTO.